Location?
It's Praxis, sir. It's a Klingon moon.
Praxis is their key energy production facility.
Set them to stun because he is here. The original Mr. Sulu, and arguably the best in the Star Trek series. The man behind him, of course, is the one and the only George Takei. And I am, well, beyond thrilled, honoured to say that he is with us live today. George, thank you for coming in today.
Well, I'm on a galactic high with you.
That is the best. First of all, I'm just going to jump out the box and say, to know that voice, it's so resonant when you're standing next to it. It's astounding.
Well, my mother said when she heard this stentorian yowl in the maternity ward, she knew she was going to be saddled with a ham.
A wonderful actor you are. I'm a massive Trekkie. Let's go back to all the fans that are watching now, because I was saying to the ad break, growing up, we only had 4 channels, and Star Trek and MASH were the 2 things we watched religiously. Did you know back then how successful that show was going to be?
Well, because I fancy myself a visionary, back in 1965, when we were shooting the pilot film, I said, I smell quality with this show. The actors are top-notch. Sure. The scripts are well-written. And there's a vision, an optimistic vision about this show. I predict that we will last no more than 1 season.
Because you were quite a revolution being cast as Mr. Sulu at the time.
That's
because
right.
There weren't many Asian actors on the screen.
Well, there were, but they were in rather stereotype and rather unattractive stereotypes.
Yes.
Buffoons, the quiet servant, or the evil villain. And I think Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, when he created the show with that vision of the Starship Enterprise being the metaphor for Starship Earth, and its diversity was its strength, and therefore cast accordingly. And he had great taste, tremendous intelligence, because he cast me as the Asian character.
Mr. Sulu has an asteroid named
Yes,
after
believe
him.
it or not.
Does that feel pretty awesome?
I was blown away when they told me that.
I hope they don't blow it away.
It came, the news came from nowhere, out of the clear blue sky, like a meteor.
Yeah. Well, I hope there's no meteor.
Or like an asteroid.
Yeah, let's say that. Look, there's no secret that you and Bill Shatner didn't see eye to eye at times, and we've all seen the famous roast footage. How was it working with him back at that time? Was it difficult working under those conditions?
Well, he's a very good actor, and so, there's that to give and take. However, he's a rather insecure guy, and he loves to have that security blanket called the camera on him all the time. I mean, even when they were setting up for another actor, say me, he would see that and take the director off behind the set and have a whispered conversation.
I think the captain needs to walk across the back of this shot.
Well, then, the director would come back and it'd be on the captain.
Wow.
It's his reaction that's the important part, not the person talking. And that happened to all of us. Yeah. So, it's kind of difficult working with under those circumstances.
Well, let's not dwell on that too much, because I think a lot of us were very sad to hear the passing of Leonard Nimoy earlier this year.
He was a real loss.
He was a real loss. And like you, I think continued to work and become even more popular as he went on. Was that a shock when he passed?
Actually, no, because he had been ill for some time.
Right.
When we started the series, he was still a smoker. Right. He was like a smokestack.
As many people were.
But it's a commentary on his strength and determination and discipline. He did manage to quit, and he never smoked after the series. And but that still affected him, and he got what's called COPD, congestive obstructive pulmonary disease, and he was in a wheelchair. But we were talking about the documentary. We invited our Star Trek colleagues to a special screening, but we didn't expect Leonard to come because of his illness. But I was absolutely astounded when the phone call came in that he is going to come. He was in a wheelchair. He had that oxygen tank thing. I mean, with all that, he still came to see it and had some nice comments to make. I was very touched by that. He was a loyal friend, a good friend, who also happened to be a brilliant actor.
He did have to be a brilliant actor. Well, look, I've got to tell everyone you can see, George is here for Supernova. more than 40 years ago the TV show ended. There was about, I'm hearing, 20,000 fans turn up to Melbourne. We think that may very well double on the Gold Coast. Can I just quickly ask one more time that, because you're famous for saying it, would you please say "oh my" for me on camera?
Well, you get it out of me. You are definitely, oh my.
George, what a thrill. You can go see George. Go to our website for the details. See him at Supernova. Maybe he'll say "oh my" to you. Georgie?
May you live long and prosper.
May you live long and prosper, sir. Oh,
Thank you.
my God. I died.
You're dying. Great chat. Well done.
No, we need you alive.
OK,
Please don't do that.
Please don't let me interrupt.
Sorry, Georgie, go ahead.